Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I've got a nice flashlight that's worth taking a look at here with you guys. It's a new product that just dropped this week, I believe it drops, or may have already dropped. It is Wuben's very special, very new G5 flashlight. Now, they come in different colors. These are the two colors that they sent off to me to take a look at and test out. It is worth noting that they do give you a 5-year warranty on their product. And it has the capacity of going up to 400 lumens and having a 65-hour runtime. And if you look on the back here, well, we'll dive into all that here in just a second. I'm going to go over all of these items that come with it, and well, if it's important enough for you guys to buy, and you might be surprised. All right, guys, let's get into it. So this nifty little flashlight is extra small. I mean, let's take a look at overall dimensions of this thing. Well, wide side. What, just under inch and a half by about under 2.5 inches long and a little over 1/4 of an inch thick. It is extra small. This is a super small flashlight, but it has the ability to throw some serious light out of a very small package. And we're going to go over that here in this video of, well, what is this and why is this something that might be unique and important to you guys? Now, diving into the specs of this, you're going to see that this is going to be made in China, and then it has on here the capabilities. It has a white light, RGB light, red, blue flash, red flash. We'll show you all the flashing lights, and then the beacons, which would be the colored lights that come out of it. Now, it shows some other interesting characteristics here. Throw is 82 meters. And it looks like a meter drop. Sorry, it's a little bit small for me to read as I'm reading this. IP68 underwater for 1 hour, so 2 meters underwater. It's water resistant. And then you have your battery here. So it weighs 52.3 grams or 1.84 ounces. That's extremely light and extremely small. And here's your overall dimensions, as I just mentioned. So worth taking note there. But it comes in this package here, and what all comes with it? Well, you get yourself a charging cord, you get yourself a leash. If you're the kind of person that likes to carry it on a leash, then, I mean, by all means, this is going to be a good little setup to put a leash on there. The leash location is going to be on the bottom of here. You run it through here, and you can run it as a leash. You also have a USB to USB-C charge port. That is accessible on the back side here, right in that location. Pop it open. Charge it up, close it back up. And then there's also a little ring inside here as well. So a key ring, which isn't overly nice, but you could also run that key ring through the bottom here. And I tested it out, it worked all right. The only downside is there's a magnet here, and if you're looking to place the magnet on something, that key ring actually obstructs from the magnet use. And that being said, I really like this magnet use. If you're any sort of do-it-yourselfer and you're in a confined space, or you're working on your car, working on an electrical box, what have you, and you do place this on something, it is nice to know that it sticks to anything that's metal. I'll admit it, the strength of this magnet isn't quite as strong as I'd want it to be, because you could tip it off this direction. If you go long ways, it does a little bit better staying. But Wuben, if you're watching this video, please strengthen this magnet on the back, because it's needed. It is a nice idea. I love everything about it, but please strengthen that magnet. So that comes with it. And then you also have your manual here. So depending on what language you like, they give you the whole rundown of how to go through the options, the colors, and we'll show you that here in this video right now. It even looks like they have a digital version you could pull up on the website. So, okay, now jumping into it. So here is the light. Now it comes with this swivel head. This is what makes it unique. It spins 180 degrees to shine, and it clicks too if you hear it. When it comes back to 0, it clicks, and it clicks at the far ends. It does tell you to be careful because it does get hot, and it does get pretty warm. I'll give it that. Strength-wise, I mean, I'm not seeing any play in it. It seems to do pretty good. Now you can see that it's got an anodized finish to it. They do a laser etching to it, and on the side here it shows you your options. Locked, using the lumens, and then charge mode. So right now it's in the locked mode. You're closed, nothing's going to happen. You go up 1, that is the on mode. You could use the light at this point. And then at this point, this is the charging mode. But you can still access the light from that mode. Now off to the end here, this is what going to be your basically your belt clip. You could rotate it to the side to carry in your pocket, or have it out the front. You'll pull it on a little bit and then turn, or turn the other side. So you have 180 degrees of choosing how you want this done. And I think that purpose here is especially for you guys who like to wear baseball caps. You can just go ahead, take your brows, slip it on there, and then turn it on. And then just leave it on your brow. And then you can take the head and turn it to whatever direction you like to have that in, and it stays there. Kind of like a miner's cap. Much of the same idea. You put it on there, it holds it in place, and it's got a nice, strong, positive feel to it. It doesn't feel, weak whatsoever. The other part of I like it is when it's in that side mode, you could actually carry it in your pocket. If you have jeans or what have you, shorts, if you have a fifth pocket, that little coin pocket that's about this size, it is actually the perfect spot to put it. Because if you're like me and you're carrying ADC stuff like a knife or key ring, what have you, putting this in that fifth pocket is actually super nice, and it stays protected. Because for me, I'm worried about the keys hitting this, because this is like a polycarbonate face. It's not glass. So you hit that, it's going to start scratching. It's going to start reducing the lumen output. Put this in your fifth pocket. It works great there. Okay. Those are the features then of how it comes together. This is going to be your power button for turning on and off the light. We'll run it back down here to this position. And then this is going to adjust the brightness and darkness of the light. So you can turn it up, turn it down. No more holding it and waiting until it blinks and letting go and finding out where the high spot. This also controls color, and I'm going to show you guys that right now. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and turn it on. So in this mode, you just give it one click. Power's on. Now, if you want to turn it down, roll forward. You see it just blinked right there? It's telling you it's at its lowest point. So according to them, this is 2 lumens. So it's going to be pretty light. I feel like it's a little bit brighter than that. I could be wrong. I mean, they say right here, roughly 2 lumens. I've heard people say it's 20 lumens. I don't know. Somewhere in between. But it's light. And it's nice. I've used it in the middle of the night. See if you get middle of the night, go to the bathroom, and you have a bunch of stuff on the floor, and you get around it. I used it the other night for that, and it worked great. It wasn't too bright to where it wants to wake you up. So use that for, when you're camping and you don't want to wake up yourself or everybody else around you. That's a good one to use. And then you take it, and from there, let's keep it pointed somewhere so you guys can see kind of what that looks like as we give it some light. So you can see it shining there. We'll go ahead and turn it up. That's down. Keep turning it up, keep turning it up, keep turning it up till it blinks. Now that's 400 lumens of light coming out there. And again, you could turn it to wherever you like. Now this will start to get warm. You can even feel it on your finger. That is starting to get hot on my finger. So you turn it back down to where you like it, and you're set. You get to control the output of how bright that is or how light it is, and it saves that spot when you turn off. Now the other feature you get to play with is the actual colored. So your white light comes out of here, but your color light comes out of there. So you just take it and hold it down for like 2 seconds, and it changes over to your color. So red. So if you want to have a red light, protect your eyesight in the middle of the night while you're hiking. That light is actually fixed. You cannot play with the intensity. It is what it is. But as you turn this knob, you start changing the colors. There's purple. There's a light blue. It kind of goes quick. There's a dark blue right there. Sorry if you guys can or can't see that. I can't tell. There's your light blue, kind of like an aqua. There's your green. There's going to be like a greenish yellow right there. There's orange. Back to red. So you have all those color outputs you could play with right there that come out of this LED here. So 2 LEDs to play with. You get to enjoy what you like using the most and switch between the 2 really easily. If you double tap it, that's when it goes into kind of like your SOS mode with flashing red and flashing blue. And then when you're back in flashlight mode, say you're on this low mode and you want to quickly go to high mode, you just double tap. And you go to instant turbo mode. tap to go once to go back to off. So as you can see, there's various options for light output. So you get to pick how you want it to work, how you want it to function, and when you're not using it, just simply put it back down to the bottom. It cannot turn on in that bottom locked mode. No matter how much you push the button or squeeze it, it stays out. So it's a really cool feature. So yeah, all in all, great product. Pricing for this, it actually comes in at just under 20 bucks. I got a link for it. At the time of actually filming this, I checked to see if they had any other links, and searching for it, I didn't see any links for it. So I think I might have one of the few links to it. So I'm happy to put it down below, let you guys check it out. But for 20 bucks for a flashlight, that's going to give you, maximum, if you want to run it 65 hours on low output. But if you want to run it full steam ahead, here's all your run times, guys. But 50 minutes full steam ahead. That's a lot of run time for these lights. They're small, they're compact, great output. You're gonna see really well. Yeah, I'm impressed. I have several flashlights. I have quite a few flashlights, honestly. And for what you get in these, it's a great package. I just wish that the one thing that they do better is strengthen this magnet. And the other thing I wish they do a little bit better too is if you have a lot of tension on this, it is actually hard to turn the head if you have like on a baseball cap. So I would like to see them create just a little bit more space in between these two so you don't run up against it in the process. But other than that, this actually is a really stiff rotation. Other than that, these are great. I am impressed, thoroughly impressed at the quality of them, and I would highly recommend them. For under 20 bucks, this is hands down the best LED, especially micro. It's so small. Best micro LED flashlight setup you could get. So super impressed, and I think you'll be impressed too. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Have you guys picked up something like this? Have you guys tried Wuben in the past? What's been your experience? Or do you have another flashlight that you would prefer more than this? I'm all ears. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.